that they know they have. This is no joke. So if you think that Lady Gaga is dressed like this at the inauguration for no reason, then you are Boo Boo the Fool. Welcome to Uncle Yahshuah Truth TV. I'm your host, Uncle Yahshuah. I'm going to bring you weekly news, topics, and events, and with my flair of personality. And hopefully you guys will enjoy. With the Most High willing, I'll be able to bring you nightly news reports if I'm able to work from home. You know, by the grace of the Most High, He enables me to work from home. Then I can be able to bring you your nightly news reports. But until then, I'll be bringing you weekly news reports. I'll be bringing you current events, news that are current, and also news that I found and news that I just found out about, with my spin of Uncle Yahshuah's flair of personality and jokes and laughter, you know, bringing you current events, as well as my wisdom and my gifts as a minister and moray of the Most High, to bring you my insights and information to help you in your journeys in deciphering this news and information that are happening throughout this world. So without further ado, let's get into the news. I want you to see this. Watch this coon. This is so disgusting.
This is a message to the Trump family from me and my family. Listen, you got to go. You got to go. Your time is up. Time is up. You gotta go. You got to go. Your time is up. And guess what? You ain't gotta go to your house, but you got to get out the White House. Ooh, you gotta go. Your house. You got to get out of the White House. Ooh, you gotta. Your house.
Shuck it and jive. Go ahead. Shuck it and jive. Watch this disgusting display of coonery. For Biden and Harris, the two people put together that has arrested more black men in the history of this country than any other president, person, politician, whatever, in existence. The Biden bill, which arrested multi-millions of black men in the 80s and the 90s and in the 2000s, right? Of your black sons, nephews, uncles, fathers, brothers, neighbors. The Biden bill unjustly arrested, took a whole generation of black men away. And Kamala Harris, in her California bill, her California actions, arrested more black men and women than in any other DA or politician in Oakland, if our Oakland is correct. She illegally and unjustly refused to free black men that she knew were proven innocent. She arrested black women. She put that law in California that arrested black women and parents for the children going hooky from school. She did that. She put black women in prison for their children cutting school while they were at work that had no idea that their children were cutting school. This so-called black woman, she does not identify as black. She already says what she is. And I already know what she is. This is all a setup, okay? So for all of you that are so happy to get Trump, who you calling a racist, right? Trump, this big racist. Understand? I was actually drinking the Kool-Aid at the beginning as well. With the Trump, with the races, you know, the MAGA hats and the wall and all that crazy crap he be saying, which is racist. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying he's not a racist. I'm not saying he's a positive, good person. I'm not saying none of that. But I'm also not a fool. I am never been Boo Boo the Fool, okay? You're not gonna sit up here and take the devil himself and put him in office and have me praising and dancing that I'm getting one of his lesser demons, one of his servants out of office, but I'm dancing and praising and twerking in the streets. And I was in Atlanta. They got Biden and Harris signs and all the lawns and all the, you should see it. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. All through Atlanta, all through the neighborhoods. Anybody that got nice houses and stuff, Biden, Harris things on their lawn. I'm like, these people are you freaking black idiots are ushering in your own demise and you're happy about it. You are praising your own destruction. You put Hasatan himself in the office. At least Trump, was a freaking fool, like an idiot. At least what I respect was that he told the truth. If he was racist, he told the truth that he was racist. I can respect that. I'm from New York City, where he from. I'm from Queens, where he from. All right? I used to live in Queens too, okay? The places I live is Brooklyn, Queens, and Long Island. And I know one thing we respect is someone that tells the truth. We respect the truth. So I can respect someone being a racist. Okay, put it like this. Which snake do you want? The snake that you can see or the snake that's hiding in the grass? Give me the snake I can see, because I know it's a snake and I know how to protect myself. I know how to act around it. I know how to I know what defenses to put up against the snake, not the snake that's hiding in the grass. You want the snake, you want to put in the office a snake that's hiding in the grass and you're happy about it. So I'm just going on record, and that's good. It's good. I'm doing it right before the inauguration. I want to go on record that I stated, Uncle Yahshuah stated, you are partying and you are ushering in your own demise. So later on, you foolish black people, later on, when you realize what you have done to yourself, what you have done actually to this country, because it was the black vote that actually, it's illegally got in, all right? Black America, so-called black people, you did this to yourself. I would never, for a day of my life, think that I would have rather had Trump in. Like, it blows my mind that I actually, wow, this is the saddest day, because it was really but this is all prophecy. So I can't stop the Most High's prophecy. So the only thing I have to do is actually welcome it. You get it? Because it's just speeding up. You bring your own demise in. You understand that? I already know what's coming, so I'm preparing for it. I already know what this is. It's prophecy. But outside of the prophetic, outside of what's happening, I never thought I would see a day that I would be like, wow, Trump was the man. And it's funny because before, when some of the black brothers before was awakening to it, I was seeing their videos, I'm like, what are they talking about? Trump, whatever. Even though I still respected that he was honest with what he did. But once it started to really come to light, see, I've never been nobody's fool. It really started coming when they put this guy, and then paired them up with this demon, this demonic woman. I was like, oh, this is going down. And it's still two birds of the same feather. Don't fool yourself. One thing I want you to understand, I'm not fooled. I know they looking like they're attacking them and all this stuff they're doing to them and silencing them and took them off of Facebook and took them off of Twitter and all. That's just all to take more of your rights. All of this stuff that they're doing, this is still all a big plot. They're still birds of the same feather. They still laughing and joking behind the scenes and drinking and partying all together. And then they get on the screen and act like he's against him and this one's against them and all that. And they all still together. So don't think I'm fooled by that. I am not fooled by it at all. It's still all a ploy to destroy the whole thing and put in this new WO thing that's coming and you can't stop it. It's all prophetic. It's prophecy. But I just want you to understand Uncle Yahshuah, for Uncle Yahshuah, Truth TV. That's why this is True TV. I'll tell you the true, raw, uncut, and no chaser, no lies, no BS. Okay? I just want Black America to know that you ushered in your own demise. And this coon up here dancing and singing to it, all of you idiots, all of you, wait. I just going on record to say, I told you. I was one of them who told you before it happened. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. So happy to have this man out illegally. Because he won the election. He actually won. So if you want to be a righteous person, if you want to be a moral United States citizen under the Constitution, if you want to follow the laws of the land, which our scriptures tells us we ought to follow the laws of the land. Give Caesar's what's Caesar's. Any lawmakers, we are supposed to be law-abiding citizens into any land that we encompass. Our scriptures tell us that. So according to the laws of this land, he is legally supposed to still be the president because he didn't lose. He actually won. So now you guys are celebrating this illegal activity that you are being a partaker in because you are co-signing it. You are aligning with it instead of protesting against it. Not saying you have to go out there and riot or anything, but just protest, make your voice be heard. Say that you are not in agreement with it because it is foul, it is wrong, and that's why those white brothers are doing all this stuff, a lot of them, and it's still a game that they're playing on y'all. That's what you understand. That's why that riot in DC, do you see was no cops there and everything they put in the military, all this stuff is still going to their design. It's all a plan that they're doing on y'all. Right, I'll do another lesson separate from my news show explaining it into more detail for those of you who are not up to par, who really don't know what's going on. But I want you to see this. Watch this coon. This is so disgusting.
Well, this is a message to the Trump family from me and my family. Listen, you got to go. You got to go. Your time is up. Time is up. You gotta go. Your time is up. Guess what? You ain't gotta go to your house, but you got to get out the White House. Ooh, you gotta go. Your house. You got to get out of the White House. Ooh, you gotta. I believe your time is up. Your time is up.
Shucking and jiving.
Your time is up.
Go ahead. Shucking and jiving.
Listen, I don't mean to sound rude.
What do you got on?
I don't want to sound crude.
First of all,
Let me
you
make
put a
a
suit jacket over his pajamas.
what I'm
so happy.
well,
Shucking and
the
jiving.
message
Happy
of the Trump
Massa.
family from me and
Massa
my
in the
family.
office. Massa Biden. The demon devil himself is in the office. That lets you know he hates y'all. He locked up all of so many black people. He locked the crazy thing is Trump is releasing on his last day of leaving office. He's still releasing black people. And these two that you put in there are the ones responsible for locking up they will lock all of us up if you allow them to. And you are, let me see what the brother said. So Joe Biden's still your boy? He didn't mention Black America not once in his 100-day plan. Of course he didn't. Trump's still the bad guy? After all the legislation passed to help the black community knock the rust off, you tap dance your coon ass right to your demise, idiots. I know that's right. Oh, I need to repost that. How do you do it? Is that? Retweet. I need to retweet that. I gotta retweet that. I know that's right. You tamp dance your coon ass right to your own demise, you idiots. These people, man. So, Hotep with it, whatever your name is, brother, I agree. So, they're so happy to get Trump out. And let me show you what Trump did on his last day. So right before his last day, Trump pardons Death Row Records co-founder Michael Harry O. Harris. He pardoned Harry O. I'm sure y'all know who Harry O. is. Harry O. did 32 years in jail for selling drugs or whatever, you know, stuff we go through. It doesn't mean it's right. It doesn't mean, but you got to understand something. Harry O gets 32 years for selling drugs, right? But Oliver North gets to run multi-million-dollar companies. For them, the Iran-Contra affair bringing all the drugs into the country. The biggest drug dealers bringing all the poppy fields from Afghanistan and all of this stuff. That's what all those wars were about. That's what the whole freaking World Trade Center, all this stuff is about. That's why they were in Afghanistan when it's supposed to be Iraq, and they were in doing this stuff. They in the mountains of Afghanistan doing all this stuff because they want the poppy fields, right? So all these white collar criminals do no jail time for selling bringing all these drugs and guns into the country, but a young poor black dude that try to do better for himself, Harry gets 30, 50, 100 years for selling the drugs. Doesn't mean you're not supposed to pay a punishment for your crime, but these are unjust laws and measured. So miss me with it. So what Trump did, Trump pardoned Harry O. So Harry O, after 32 years in prison, this old man now gets to come home to his family to try to live out his last days, to maybe start some programs to help at-risk youth. That's usually what they do. They usually try to stop the youth from making their mistakes. You know what else Trump did? On his last day, he pardoned Lil Wayne. Of course, I don't care about no doggone Lil Wayne. I'm just letting you know that on Trump's last day in office, he is still trying to free black people. He pardoned the guy from his office about the wall, that white guy. He pardoned other white guys. So he pardoned white men, all right, as well, but he also pardoned some black men. But what y'all don't realize is his time in office, he was freeing a lot of black men. A lot of black men who did 30 and 40 and 50 years unjustly in an unjust penal system that charged them unjustly for the same crimes that a white person got 5 and 6 and 2 years in probation and stuff like that. They got 30 and 50 years. He let them come home to see their children who are 30 years old and 20 years old now. And they got YouTube channels and stuff trying to lead the youth not to go down that route. Donald Trump let them home. So you can't tell them that Donald Trump is no racist and all this. He's all this evil, wicked person. Not saying he's not saying he ain't doing this. It's just an enigma. I can't explain it or understand it. I'm a man. Remember, I'm a Hebrew, so I'm concrete. I'm about actions like Yahshuah, which I call Jesus, was. It's about what do you do. I need to see your fruit. So I don't care what no one says about you. I don't care what this, that, but your actions is what are you doing, all right? So Snoop Dogg went to him and had held conversations to ask him, please release Michael Harry. Oh, he did his time and everything, and Trump did it. Lil Wayne went to him and he did it. He released Lil Wayne. He released Kodak Black. Crazy. Look, Kodak was released, supposed to serve 46 months until 2022. After federal prosecutor denied his request to have his sentence reduced, he reportedly did not provide them with a valid reason why his prison should be lowered. Trump pardoned him before leaving office. And he said, if the president free me, I'm going to spend $1 million on charity within the first year I'm out. That's on everything, the Florida native wrote in a now deleted tweet. So I hope you hold your word, Kodak Black. I hope you donate $1 million to charity. You need to, not to charity, you need to give $1 million to the people. That's the problem. Remember, I ain't capping for these, and he's talking about he an Israelite too. You need to get that demonic cross off your face, first of all. I'm sure Yahshuah, y'all don't know that. But my thing is that stop playing in the system. Whatever you do to charity, don't go to the people. You're in South Florida. You need to take your $1 million and give it to South Florida families that you know personally, meaning help them. Pay some a family's mortgage off. Pay some pay $100,000 on this mortgage, $50,000 on this mortgage, this money on that, like help the families. Don't go through no freaking charity. So I'm not capping for it. I'm just letting you know that Donald Trump on his last day in office is freeing black people. But black people are coon dancing. Where's this coon at? Black people are coon dancing for Biden being inaugurated in. So you are so happy that you got this white man who will free you and free your fathers who actually listened. That's what even Ice Cube was talking about. Biden and them wouldn't even answer his call. They wouldn't even have a meeting with him. But Trump and them said, we want to hear your black initiative. Man, we really messed up. But it's prophecy. So I'm speaking, Yahshuah, you have to understand, I'm speaking from two aspects. One aspect as a messenger of the Most High, as a Mori, as a teacher, as a minister of the Most High. I understand the prophecy. I understand our place. I understand what's happening. I understand you can't stop it. But then again, as a citizen in this Babylon, daughter of Babylon, and seeing our people, I understand what they just did, you know? They really, really, really just messed up. Like, ain't no telling what this man would have did if he would have had 4 more years. Like, just be honest with you. Let's say if the prophecy was supposed to play out a little longer, like, ain't no telling what, you know, we were prosper. We were actually doing better before they put this big pandemic, scandemic, Colt 45 virus crap out, right? I got that from Elder Ricard and them. Before they put this Colt 45 virus crap out and shut the whole thing down to do their thing, we were doing well. And imagine they didn't do that. Our economy was doing well. Everybody was up. We were doing our thing. All the social medias, everybody was growing. You had more millionaires being born. And Trump, the economy was coming. If he'd have had another year, I think the orange man would have did his thing. The orange man wasn't playing. The orange man was he was removing stuff. He was going after the pedophiles. He was doing his thing. So I know that they still got 2 wings of the same bird. I don't have all the answers to it. Again, I'm a Hebrew, so I'm concrete. I go by action. So I know that the conspiracy and I know all the crap they got going on. I know that there's a higher game being dealt on the chessboard and this monopoly board of life that these freaking fallen angels, that these freaking reptilians are dealing with, all right? I know what they're playing, but the only thing I know I can go by actions. And the orange man, I salute you for your actions, man. You know, I don't know what else is going on. What you doing serving ain't none of my business. But for you freeing some of these black brothers who did 30 and 50 years, man, salute to that. Salute to that. For you having an ear to listen, for you putting these programs in to help our community, which you did. And here is that Barack Obama did nothing for us. He helped the other community. And y'all know which community I'm talking about. And he didn't help us. And Biden ain't helping us. He ain't got no initiative for us. He don't give 2 craps about us. But you cooned your way in. Meaning, you cooned him all the way in. So, Black America, you did it. And check this out. January 20th, Inauguration Day, right? Guess what today is also? It's Jeffrey Epstein's birthday. Remember this guy? Y'all know who Jeffrey Epstein is? Google him if you don't. Black America, if you're not hip to what's going on. Yahshuah, I'll do another lesson on it separately. I don't want this to go too long. You think that's a coincidence? It's Jeffrey Epstein. They gonna this inauguration. That's why this dude is cooning. This inauguration is gonna be a big party. Okay, look at that. Surviving Jeffrey Epstein, the documentary. You think he's dead? He ain't dead. Fool, crazy. The multi-billionaire who they all under. He ain't dead. Yo, these dudes is no joke. They gonna celebrate his birthday, this inauguration, and guess who they got doing it? Lady Gaga. That demonic witchcraft. And look, they said Lady Gaga's pre-inauguration day look is straight out of Star Wars. Her white cape and fancy updo turned the singing to Princess Slayer. See, nothing is new. Look, Lady Gaga or Princess Leia, the performer will sing the national anthem at President Joe Biden's inauguration on Wednesday, and on Tuesday, her dramatic white outfit, cape, and elegant updo put some people pardon me, in the mind of Star Wars heroine. In a photo sharing social media, sing a hope for a peaceful ceremony. You think that's a coincidence? Let's look at what she looked like. Look at her. This is her in this demonic building. See that at the top? You see all those going around? Yahshuah, you need to, I'm sure Yahshuah knows a lot of it, but Black America, you need to wake up. She's looking like this Star Wars lady, right? Because this is so powerful on so many different levels that y'all don't understand, right? Look at this. The United States Space Force. What is the Space Force doing? They have a Space Force program that they gave multi-billions to, that they upped it up in 2020. The role of the United States Space Force, a space force, aliens, Star Wars, her looking like Princess Leia. You think this is all just coincidence? Ain't nothing no coincidence. The Space Force role is space security, combat power projection, space mobility, and logistics information, mobility space domain awareness. The size, they have 2,500 what they call guardians, and 13,590 assigned airmen and 77 spacecraft. It's part of the Department of the Air Force and its headquarters at the Pentagon. The Space Force, which they gave all of this money in 2020 and upped it because they know that the aliens, which are fallen angels, which they open in CERN when they open the portal to let the demons in, which marks the 400-year captivity is ending, that's going to open and the demons are coming back. This is all prophecy. That's why you just put Hasatan himself in the White House, and then you have no idea what's coming. Black America, what you did to yourself. Y'all better listen to Uncle Yahshuah, a minister of Moray of the Most High, and speak the word of the Most High to you. We're not fools. You need to awaken and come back unto covenant. You need to listen. Log on and subscribe to Mashiach Assembly Ministries to hear my ministries, and log on to Uncle Yahshuah Truth TV to hear this news updates of truth to tell you what's going on. 2,501 guardians. So they named a part of this Space Force as guardians. These terms are terms that they put in these movies, these space movies. They are not, this ain't by chance. You be a fool to think that these people are idiots. These people are put billions behind this. Can civilians, let me see what they say, can civilians? That's right, civilian employees will remain part of the Department of Air Force but can be assigned to the Space Force. Only assigned, just as Department of Navy civilians can work for the Marine Corps. Yeah, you ain't getting into the Space Force. You ain't gonna be no guardian of the world, because remember, we're talking intergalactic. We're talking world space. We're talking alien guardians from the aliens that they know they have. This is no joke. So if you think that Lady Gaga is dressed like this at the inauguration for no reason, then you are Boo Boo the Fool. She's dressed like someone from Star Wars. Okay? Look at what they said. Lady Gaga pre-inauguration day looking straight out of Star Wars. And the Space Force and the Guardians are in place. This is all a freaking ritual. And it's going down on Epstein's birthday. Today, later today, 1/20/21. Most High willing, I got my first episode of my news out on this day. Great way to end this episode. Wake up. Log on to Uncle Yahshuah Truth TV. Log on to Mashiach Assembly Ministries so you can wake up and hear the word of the Most High and what you ought to do to be able to come back into covenant, because that's your only protection. These guardians are not going to protect you. They're not here to protect you. You see, these 2,501 guardians in the United States Space Force program are not guarding you. Only the Most High can protect you. My so-called black people who don't know who you are, who've been stolen from your land and put on slave ships and talking to the daughter of Babylon, which is Egypt all over again. Y'all better wake up, man. Log on. Great way to end this. Uncle Yahshuah Truth TV, giving you the truth, raw, uncut, no chaser. I'm a lion of the tribe of Judah.